Hey everyone, my name is Will Button and this is Learning Blockchain Application Development from Packt. Blockchain application development is one of the hottest technologies right now. Startups and enterprises alike are fighting this battle out to see who's going to become the leader in using this technology and disrupting industries around the world. In this course, I'm going to teach you end-to-end application development. It's going to give you the skills that you need to take your blockchain idea from the initial code all the way out to production. The application we're going to be building as part of this course is called Ether's List, and it's similar to one that you might have seen or used in the past in that it allows sellers to post goods and services and connect with buyers around the world. We're going to be recording those transactions on the Ethereum blockchain. To do so, we'll use the latest tools and technology, and along the way, I'll show you my personal tips and tricks that I use to stay up to date with changes in this rapidly changing ecosystem. We'll start by writing our smart contract using the Truffle framework and Solidity. And your smart contract is the actual business logic of your application that lives out on the Ethereum blockchain and can be used by anyone who calls your smart contract. We'll also write tests for our smart contract as well, and tests are really important with blockchain development. After all, you're dealing with people's money, and a bug in your code or incorrect business logic can actually take that money from people, and the interesting thing about blockchain is it's possible to put that money or that ether someplace that it can never be retrieved. So we want to write unit tests around our contract to identify bugs earlier and minimize the number of bugs introduced and reduce the possibility of losing people's money. I'm going to show you how to use React to create the user interface for our application, and if you're not familiar with React, that's okay. I'll tell you everything that you need to know to get started. I'm also going to introduce you to Material Design. It's a great tool for guys like me who don't have the strongest graphic design skills, but it still allows me to create a really beautiful user interface for my application. And we're also going to be using Redux so that your application can scale and grow without taking performance penalties. Redux is a really interesting pattern that allows us to implement the business features the same way time after time. So every time you add a new feature to your application, you don't have to go through this mental battle to figure out how to implement it. You just have to focus on the business logic that it implements itself. You're also going to learn how to deploy your contract to the public Ethereum networks, and you're going to learn about a tool called Geth that acts as a client for interacting with that public network from your user interface. Our application itself is going to be packaged into a Docker file, and we'll be using Docker with Amazon Web Services or AWS to host our application. Along the way, I'm going to share tips and tricks with you that I've built up over decades of experience in IT and software and development. These skills will be helpful to you because the Ethereum ecosystem changes rapidly every day, and you're going to need to learn new skills every day to stay up to date. So using these tips and tricks are going to help you integrate that into part of your daily workflow, and when you get into trouble or get stuck on a problem, you're going to have the skills necessary to find that solution and keep moving forward with your project. When it's all said and done at the end of this course, you're going to have all the skills you need to enter the world of blockchain application development and either get your idea out into production so the world can start using it, or get that new job that you want with a higher paying salary. But that's enough for the introduction. If you're as excited about this as I am, let's jump into the next section where we'll learn how to post an item to our online marketplace.